Me, myself, and I don't see eye to eye. Me, myself, and I don't get along. Me, myself, and I can finally say goodbye. This collaboration, Why is there lightning? Where did I end off last time? Is this right? We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. Things look favorable today. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Maybe we should come up with an excuse first. To be honest though, I don't care what he thinks. For we are at war. War against the organization and CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows. You're so noble.
Anzai-sensei,
I want to eat Mayuri-san's home cooking.
Hold on, what is that? The coach from a famous basketball manga? Okay, sure. Is that real?
If you
give up, it's game over.
Unfortunately, Daru's second D-mail fails to change the past. I get the feeling Rainet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Not to mention, we're limited to 36 bytes of text. Okay, so they're sending a bunch of texts about this one Rainet match to the past, to the same day. Are they all arriving at Daru's phone in the past and he's just like,
What the heck? There's so many messages about, Rainet. What is happening?
That's gotta change the past somehow, right?
Why is this Rainet match so important?
Looks like we have to give up on Daru. He's gone to drown his sorrows in the internet. Alright, so who do we experiment on? From the look on Kurisu's face, I don't think she's willing to change her policy. Let me check my mail. Part-time warrior.
Akihabara is such a strange town. Everywhere I look, I see drawings of cute girls. Some of them even have their breasts fully exposed, which has startled me. Coming here has been a real culture shock. It's amazing how peaceful Japan is now.
Yeah? That's usually a religious iconography, no? Unfortunately, Moe has become the symbol of Akihabara and the chaos that rules here. Get used to it. Sorry, I keep looking over. I moved my ring light. There's no real good place for it. My desk is a little small, and so it's gotta be blocking one of my monitors if I want it to actually, light up well. So right now I can't see myself. Hopefully I look good. Culture shock. I can imagine how that would shock someone who isn't prepared. I agree. It's all because of the organization's efforts to stupidify Japan. Let me try that one more time. It's all because of the organization's efforts to stupidify Japan. I like talking the organization with the part-time warrior. I want to get more of that through from her perspective, because I feel like she knows something. That leaves only one candidate. Oh, Mayuri! Mayuri, it's time for you to change the past.
Me? Are you sure? But, what should I change?
Mayuri looks stumped as she slurps her canned ramen.
Oh, I know! I'll make Luka-kun wear one of my costumes!
How?
By sending Luka-kun a mail!
I don't think a simple request is going to change the past. Can't you think of anything easier to change and observe? She slurps more ramen. Let's use that canned ramen. Looks like I'm the only one with ideas. You'll send a D-mail to yourself 1 hour ago. Type, I want to eat canned Odin, or something like that.
I don't think that's enough to convince her to... Oh, that might work!
Eh?
When I went to the vending machine today, I spent 10 minutes wondering if I should get canned Odin or canned ramen. It was really hard.
So a little push should be enough to make you choose canned Odin. All right, let's go with that.
Okay, but before we change the past, I gotta finish this ramen first.
Mayuri starts shoveling the ramen into her mouth.
What happens if you don't finish it? It'll go to waste! Oh, of course.
Kurisu clearly doesn't know what to say. Mayuri really is a ditz. I'm used to it by now, of course. I get the phone wave name subject to change prepared for the D-mail. The contents of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. Canned Odin, piping hot and delicious. I just hope it actually works. That'd be cool. We wait for Mayuri to finish eating her canned ramen, then activate the phone wave name subject to change. To send it 1 hour back, we input 1 pound. In other words, we set the microwave for only 1 second. I wonder if the discharge phenomenon will occur in such a short span of time. That's something else we'll learn from this experiment. True. Phone wave name subject to change. Activate! Ding!
I haven't seen it yet.
There wasn't enough time to blink.
So 1 second isn't enough for the discharge to occur. That's what I expected, but it's good to have proof. What if you try warming it up beforehand? Warming it up? 1 second isn't enough, right? So just preheat the microwave like I do my air fryer for my chicken. So just run the microwave for about 30 seconds without sending a mail. As soon as it's done, run it again with the timer set at 1 second. That should cause the discharge, right? Any basis for that? Nope.
I mean, it's worth a try. Damn, Mayuri! Got anything else?
Well, we could change the flavor of rice ball I bought last night.
Do you remember what kind of rice ball you ate last night?
Smoked tuna. She remembers.
Impressive. Hey, she's in high school, y'all.
So let's change that to, fish eggs.
Maybe we should find another test subject. Something is telling me we're going to have to look outside the lab. Part-time warrior! I go for a walk to clear my head. After lunch at King Burger. Right. I grab a coffee at the Starbucks on the first floor of Yodobashi. I left Mayuri and the others at the lab. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. I recall what happened when I sent myself the Lotto 6 numbers. The moment I sent that email, I felt a strong tremor, and then the world as I knew it changed slightly. The fact that I had sent a D-mail had been undone. I know that because it had disappeared from my send history. However, it was in my inbox. The mail had definitely reached the past. What does this mean? The mail was received, but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is that the reason why everyone else lost their memories? Why did that happen? The butterfly effect? That's not an answer. Changing the past changed the world. Taitor spoke of divergence. When divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new world line? Then how come I remember the previous world line even after the past changes? My deliberations are interrupted by an incoming mail. I don't have time for this. No, I actually want to check. Oh no. I thought... Oh no. I thought because he was like, it was interrupted by a mail, I could just skip to the next line and be like, oh, let's read the mail. It was gonna do it for me. I can't open my phone now to read the mail. I have a feeling that I was trying to send myself something from the future, and I didn't check, and now it's going to mess everything up. Because he says, it's a mail, so I can just reply to it later. I concentrate on my coffee. Like that's more important than science, ho in Kyoma. However... Oh, okay, thank goodness. All these mails. No doubt about it, it's got to be Kiryu Moeka, the male demon known as Shining Finger. How can she be so sly in real life and so persistent in email? There's something wrong with that woman. Okay, maybe, okay, just kidding. I sigh and open my mail reluctantly.
Favor, can I send a D-mail too? Please, Moeka.
Uh-huh.
No.
Can I? Please reply. I'm a lab mem too, right? Pretty please, Moeka.
What? She wants to send a D-mail. That reminds me. Yesterday, I made Moeka lab mem number 5. That means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Moeka seems serious, so she might meet my demands. Most importantly, all the other lab mems are completely useless when it comes to D-mails. I still haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past. But wait. I'm worried. Yeah, what's she gonna change? Moeka works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be flooded by press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later, we're going to have to announce our findings to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network to cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way, it'll spread faster throughout Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go public through Moeka. Oh, what's up, Moeka?
I'm a lab mem too, aren't I? Moeka.
However, Moeka is a lab mem. Yesterday, all our troubles seemed so far away. We told her everything about the phone wave name subject to change and D-mails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Moeka her request, I put my phone to my ear. It's me. Yeah. I have some doubts. What? You can tell by my voice? You know me too well. So, about whether or not I should include Shining Finger in the phone wave name subject to change experiments. What? Nonsense! You want me to offer her as a sacrifice? True, I am prepared to make sacrifices in order to bring chaos to the world, but... No, there's a problem. I shouldn't have hesitated. Pathetic. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a mad scientist. Yeah, you might say her offer was a message. No doubt this too is the choice of steinsgate. Psi, Konguru. It's decided. I type a reply to Moeka's mail. I love it when he does that. I'm calling it now. He's actually talking to somebody. There's actually somebody on the other end, and he's just like, he thinks that he is, but he doesn't really believe that he is, but there actually is, and he's gonna be like, you're real? Indeed you are. Lab mem number 5, Shining Finger. Report to the lab at once.
I'm already here.
Oh, sorry, I'm on my way. After sending it off, I hurry back to the lab. When I get back to the lab, Moeka is squatting at the bottom of the stairs. Since she's not sitting on the bench, I guess that crouching while holding her knees is this particular woman's favorite position. She's staring at her phone like usual. That's a comfortable position to sit in, not gonna lie. Once she notices me approaching, she slowly stands up. But she doesn't look at me.
Arigato. Thank you.
For what? Okay.
I'm sorry. I know it's selfish, but I really need to send a D-mail, Moeka.
I don't think you're selfish. In fact, I'm grateful for your offer. Hey everyone! Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab mems to stop what they're doing, and then tell them about Moeka's situation.
I think it's a good idea. Moeka-san is a lab mem too.
Daru and Kurisu don't object either.
So, what sort of mail does Kuryushi plan to send?
My request is that its contents be simple and easy to measure, so that we can confirm whether or not the past changes. A new mail. You've got mail.
Not just that. I'm sorry. There's one more thing. I want to keep my message secret, Moeka.
Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No. More importantly, a secret? What do you mean?
何どうしたのよ
I just had dinner, so I needed to burp, but I couldn't.
What's going on?
You've got mail.
I mean, it's private. It would be embarrassing if anyone knew, Moeka.
No, that's not the problem. Kurisu peeks at my phone from beside me.
I see. I understand how you feel, but since this is an experiment, data collection should take priority.
Oh, we agree for once, assistant.
I'm not agreeing with you exactly. If we don't collect data, then we'll never figure out how the phone wave works.
But girls have lots of secrets, you know. I have many hidden inside my closet. You shouldn't ask her to tell her secrets, Okarin. That's perverted.
Sure, that's what all secrets are, Mayuri.
Whoa, is that where we're going with this?
No, it's not. Redirect. Calm down, Daru. I turned to Mayuri and Moeka, who appear to have formed some kind of mainstream girl alliance. We're not asking you to send something private. Kurisu nods firmly at my words. Looks like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance.
Even if you want to send something private, you shouldn't for now. We still don't know how this thing handles paradoxes, so we need to be extremely careful. Nothing private? Nothing you want to keep secret, at least. If you mean well, the mail's content might have a serious effect on the timeline. You should show your mail to a third party or have them check if the content is problematic or not.
Indeed. My assistant said everything I wanted to say. I will add only that the experiment must go on.
I wasn't speaking for you. Don't misunderstand.
Cheeky little.
Experiments prioritize data over privacy in the first place. If you're going to be a test subject, you need to be prepared for that.
Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send a D-mail herself.
Really? Maybe she wasn't prepared for that. I'm sorry, Chris-chan.
You don't have to apologize. I'm not criticizing you. It's just how these things work.
I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. I don't know what he had a problem with about that statement, but sure. Moeka's expression doesn't change. Same as always. I don't know what she's thinking. You're a lab mem. You need to trust us. Save private information for another day. Save your private information for another day. If you can't, then I'll be forced to show you what lies dormant inside of the great Hoin Kyoma, the terrible power of insanity! Moeka is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems. What's up?
Can I see the D-mails you've sent so far? I want to use them as a reference, Moeka.
Well, I can show you my arrival history.
And the send history?
Don't have one. The send history disappears after you send the email. I confirmed that after I sent the D-mail yesterday. Moeka was there, but she doesn't remember either. Okay. Yes, what is it?
Roger. I don't need to see the history, and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay, Moeka?
Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kurisu, too.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Moeka-san.
Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason.
So, what you gonna send? Okarin wants us to change the past in an easy-to-measure way, but that's setting the bar way too high.
No, you were just doing it wrong. Nonsense! You're all just aiming too low!
I have an idea.
Moeka murmurs. Oh? This could be good. Give us the details. Moeka then invokes her power once more. Ultra-fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. Yes.
The plan. About 4 days ago, I bought a new phone. But now that I've tried it, I think I should have stayed with the old one. So I want to use a D-mail to tell myself not to buy a new phone. If we do that, the phone I'm holding will change.
Won't it, Moeka?
Excellent, Shining Finger! You're a model lab mem. This should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed.
But is her phone number the same? Will it send it to, like, her new phone after she gets it, and then she'll, like, open it up? Like, I don't know how these things work.
Looks like the 3 useless members have no objections to Moeka's superior idea. We look at Moeka's phone. It's purple and gaudy. There's no strap, and it's not like the deco phones popular among mainstream women nowadays.
Oh, that's the GG01 that just came out last month.
GG01?
The latest model. Pretty sure the screen is detachable, so you can swap out attachments for it. It's in short supply right now, so you need to be placed on a wait list. Nice job getting one.
It's the most popular model, but she wants her old one back? I guess hardcore phone users have other concerns besides fashion. So, Finger.
Why do you call Moeka-san Finger?
That's the name of her Esper power. Kiryu Moeka, I dub the Shining Finger. Use this name with pride. Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly. What? You don't like it? But it's such a cool name. What's the problem?
Moeka-san! Her fingers don't shine or anything.
Don't feed the trolls, Mayuri.
I'm not trolling, just naming her power.
Cut the chatter and get started.
Damn it! You're just an assistant. Don't boss us around. Aw, look at everyone.
What if the manager says something?
Don't be afraid of Mr. Broad. If he storms in yelling, I'll kick him to the curb.
Seriously? Okarin, you're so cool. That's why we love you. Majide? Please just talk.
I'll be the adult and ignore Kurisu's insult. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. When I look at Moeka to see if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st. Phone wave name subject to change. Activate!
Yeah, you gotta say that every time, don't you?
About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion. And then, she presses the button. Yo, it worked! Thank you, Moeka.
I don't see her. Uh-oh.
The world twists into unrecognizable shapes. The floor is shaking. Or is it me? My vision blurs and loses color. Ah! The world lurches. I struggle to keep my balance. As I brace myself for against another further shaking, I try to analyze what I'm experiencing. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the emails yesterday. And yet, I've felt it before. I remember. This is what it felt like right before the mass disappearance phenomenon. The shaking stops. I relax my body and look around. Has the past changed? Of course it has. That bizarre sensation just now was proof. I look around the room. The phone wave name subject to change, which should have about 90 seconds left on the timer, is silent. Daru's here. Mayuri's here. Kurisu's here. Where's Moeka? Where's Shining Finger? Where'd she go? Daru and Kurisu, who are discussing something in front of the X68000, look at me strangely. Again, this feeling of wrongness. It's the same as yesterday.
That's weird. Going through it twice in a row, 2 days in a row. That's gotta mess with a man.
Shining what?
Okarin.
Japanese, please.
I just spit everywhere. Holy cow. I bet that even showed up. Sorry.
I leave the development room and check the lounge. That's what this is for, by the way.
It's a pop filter, but it's also a good way to keep the microphone clean.
Behind the sofa, in the dressing room, the bathroom, and the shower room, I look out the window at the street below. But Moeka is nowhere to be found. She's gone. No way. This is exactly what happened on the streets of Akiba. Why did she disappear? Because I experimented on her? Where did she go? Did I erase her from history? Did I banish her into the space between dimensions? I start quivering in horror at the magnitude of my error. In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's eating a banana. I grab her shoulders and shake her. Where's Kiryu Moeka? She was here just now, wasn't she? Kiryu Moeka! Daru and Kurisu give me strange looks as well.
Who's that? Never heard of her.
No way. So, I did erase Moeka's existence. No, that can't be. I won't accept that I killed her!
Did it happen again, Okabe?
What do you mean again?
Something like this happened yesterday. You remembered something we didn't. What did you call it? Oh yeah, reading Steiner.
It was funny hearing her say it. Yes, that's the name I gave this phenomenon, or rather, to my ability to perceive it. When the world line changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Titor said. But somehow, I alone retain my memories even after the past changes. I named this power Reading Steiner. Kurisu remembered. To tell the truth, I just made it up out of thin air. But now that Moeka has disappeared, I want to believe that this power is real. It's only their memories of Moeka that disappeared, not Moeka herself. Yeah. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. She's gonna have a different phone number though, right? But I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. Reply the second you read this email. It's me! I sent her a message saying reply the second you read this email. Yeah, I saw. Now all I can do is wait for her to reply. Please, reply.
Are you okay? You're really pale.
Yeah, I'm fine. In fact, I'm anything but fine. I'm fighting desperately to deny the possibility that I might have erased Moeka from existence. Assistant, how much do you remember about the experiment we just did?
I don't remember doing any experiments today. You sent a D-mail just now, didn't you?
Yeah. But things are different from yesterday. I didn't send the D-mail. Kiryu Moeka did. And then she vanished into thin air. Which reminds me, when I sent the Lotto 6 mail yesterday, Daru teleported from the development room to the lounge. Moeka might not have disappeared. She probably just teleported somewhere. I hope that's it. In an attempt to calm myself down, I check my phone's history for the mails Moeka and I exchanged. That's strange. The mails she sent me are there, up until the one I received on July 31st at 12:43. But after that, the dozens of mails I remember receiving from her are gone. The D-mail she sent to cancel the phone model exchange was set to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Moeka from existence the instant she received the D-mail? I shiver when I realize that I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. No way. It can't be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But then, what caused Moeka to disappear from this room like that? Why does it look like Moeka vanished 4 days ago? Christina. Let's say a D-mail caused a time paradox. What would happen?
I don't know. No one has experienced a time paradox after all.
But before, didn't you say something like the world would disappear?
All I said that it was one theory.
Maybe nothing happens, and like in a certain movie, history gets amended to accommodate the paradox. According to Dr. Hawkins' chronology protection conjecture, it's impossible to do anything that might cause a time paradox in the first place.
So all we have are theories. A game!
Mayuri doesn't really understand. But we're all fine now, right? I don't think that paradox thing happened. Mayuri doesn't know who Moeka-san is, but I'm sure she's okay too.
That's Mayuri for you. A cute, dumb girl.
Wow!
Mayuri's not dumb.
I'm amazed that Mairi and Daru can have such a carefree conversation despite all that's happened. They don't realize the gravity of this situation. We might have erased someone's very existence! In fact, if Moeka really has vanished, then that means the phone wave name subject to change is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomenon I witnessed in Akihabara. What if I erased all those people? I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. A mail! Is it Moeka? I check the mail with hope in my heart. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Moeka still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears, not because I was worried for Moeka, but because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence.
Explain what happened, Okabe.
Urged by Kurisu, I explain everything that just happened.
Honestly, I'm not surprised she disappeared from the lab.
What do you mean?
I don't know the details, but when the past changed, Kiryu-san's actions these past 4 days changed ever so slightly. As a result, the timeline was reconfigured so that Moeka-san didn't come to the lab today.
So that's why it looked like she teleported? I'm reminded of the teleporting gel Bana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Moeka didn't become a jelly man after all.
Is that even possible? I don't know. If the fact that the email was sent is undone, then it becomes a paradox of who sent that email. And there's one other thing that I don't understand.
What?
What you call reading Steiner. By the way, you should quit it with that name. It's stupid.
I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking, but that's none of her business.
By your explanation, you neither sent nor received the email. Yet, how come you're the only one who remembers what happened before the world line changed? What if it's all in your head? Like an imaginary girlfriend. I get it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not a gentleman perv like you, creating imaginary relationships.
Maybe this Kiryu-san never existed. Or maybe Kiryu-san does exist, but the fact that she sent an email was something you made.
Ah!
Eh?
I fall to my knees and press my hand against my left eye. My left eye! Reading Steiner, it aches!
Okarin, are you okay?
Mighty peeks anxiously at my face. But I lightly push her aside. Oh, no, Mighty, stay away! I don't want to hurt you!
But Okarin, you look like you're in pain.
He's messing with us, right? Yeah.
I like how they don't really know. I'm fine. This aching is normal. It'll end soon. As long as I have this magic eye, the organization will keep coming after me. It's the power to see across time and space. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Because of this all-seeing eye, I have lost my connection to causality. I drift alone in the space between worlds. But even so, I swore to protect this lab! So quiet thy fury, reading Steiner. Your time will come, but not yet. I kneel and press my head against the floor, and then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mighty rubs my back.
Ew, it's all sweaty.
It made me so hot, guys. It's crazy how doing things that pretend like you're exerting a lot of effort will actually just make you sweat so hard.
Okarin, does it hurt?
No. I'm okay now. I stand up, then I shoot Kurisu a sharp glare.
What? That was just an act, right?
You are wrong, Christina. Our experiments have already proven that my reading Steiner is genuine.
Fine, I get it. You're a Chunibyo patient. Eh? Why are you all staring at me? Don't look at me!
In any case, I've successfully deflected Kurisu's questions about reading Steiner. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are all a jumble, just as they were after Taitor called me the Messiah. Is this power real? I guess we'll find out. Next time on Steinsgate. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. That was a really fun episode. Dude, it's really starting to pick up. And honestly, so is the hot weather outside. And I can't have my AC on while I record. And if it's gonna keep being intense like this, y'all mind if I record shirtless? Just kidding. Thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring the bell icon or something if you want to do that, I guess. It won't really change the past if you do. The present nor the future will be the same if you don't. So, it's up to you, I guess. I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Peace out.